to another episode of Game Time. This week we are at Volcano Vista High School, home of the Hawks and the boys and girls cross country teams. And head coach Elena Schrader, thanks for joining us this week.
Thank you.
You're coming off a fantastic outing at the Cleveland Invite. Your boys team finished first. What did you as a group get out of that meet, that event with 30 different teams, big field?
I think that our boys across the board wanted to start the season strong after last year's first place finish at state. And they wanted to make sure they set a tone for themselves and their expectations, and they went and handled business really well.
You mentioned the first place finish at state. Not only did the boys finish first, but the girls finished first at last year's state championships as well. What did that mean for the program to take the sweep?
Well, it was historical. We have been on the podium in second, third place for many past years, and never till 2019 when both teams got second place at state. That was the first time we had both programs on the podium. Did not follow through very well during COVID season in 2020, but following that up with both of them rising to the occasion at first place was monumental and a testament to all their hard work and dedication.
Other teams that have been on the podium before, your district opponents, Rio Rancho and Cleveland, how difficult is that district that you're in?
It's very difficult, not only with the athletes but the coaches. There's just spectacular competition, and anytime that you finish on the podium at state it's a great feeling because our district is really tough.
Do you have a large group back from that state championship team on the boys and girls, or is it a whole new squad and
Nope.
you're building up again?
We have some solid returners. Yes, we did lose some key players, but no, we have some solid returners and plus some new faces that are making our program extremely strong this year.
Who are some of those returners and new faces that you expect big things to help kind of carry the load this year as you look around?
Some of our senior returners, Thomas Corshaw, Stoney, and they're both some senior returners ready to finalize their senior season with some nice strong finishes. And then on the girls' side, Liliana and Mariana, both seniors that are probably going to make some noise as well.
Depth is always a key role when it comes to cross-country teams and getting those points and scoring well. How deep is this year's squad?
I would say as strong as ever and as deep as ever. Across the board, you just go past our top 10 and they just keep improving and making progress. Our JV squad, our JV girls just won at the Cleveland Invite, showing a lot of potential and depth for our down the road in our seasons to come. What's
a workout like for the Volcano Vista Hawks cross-country team? You're getting ready to work out here this afternoon.
They're going to say difficult? They really put a lot of energy and effort into every workout we do, whether it's like today where we're going to have a nice long run in some nice 90-degree heat or some interval training. They're actually pretty impressive with their commitment to our training program.
Lastly, as a coach, how do you keep this team motivated and focused and keep progressing and getting better and better each week?
I put it a lot back on them. Their energy, their friendships, their teammates, they're really good with each other. I'm lucky to have an amazing assistant coaching staff as well. Yay! They're off in the distance, by the way. Have them and the support of their families and their teammates. It just makes it a lot easier, and there's phenomenal leadership amongst our team on all the various levels, so it helps.
Well, the season is off to a great start so far, and who knows, come the state championships again, maybe we'll see you back on top of the podium.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us this week. We'll be back with more Game Time after this. Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks, and athletes who drink or do drugs are twice as likely to get injured. Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to the website to find out today.
Hey, Conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard! No!
Hi, I'm Stoney Cutchin from Volcano Vista High School, and welcome back to Game Time.
As we told you earlier, the Volcano Vista Hawks finished first in the boys' team totals at the Cleveland Invite. It was a great day for running on Saturday. This year's field had 30 teams, the largest in the history of this event. Individually, Hope Christian's Rendon Kuykendall jumped out to an early lead and stayed in front most of the way, but Sandia's Stephen West kept pace near the front of the pack and in the final minute made his move and took over. The defending 5A state champ finished first on Saturday, crossing the finish line in a time of 15:37.
I was just really pumped to be winning because I did not think I was going to win that with them like 15 seconds ahead or something. So yeah, I was expecting to get a better time by trying to catch them, but I wasn't expecting to actually catch them. So when I caught them, I was like, yes, let's go.
On the girls' side, Albuquerque High's Danny Figueroa put in quite the performance. The super sophomore led most of the way and pulled out the victory in a time of 19:33.
I mean, I started to make my move like at the bottom of the hill back there, and then I was just racing with the Los Alamos girl like the whole rest, I guess, yeah.
The state championship meet will be run in November at Albuquerque Academy. I'm sure those two will be somewhere near the front of the pack once again. Now on to some football. Let's take a look at some teams that picked up a key W in week 2. Let's start with Centennial High School. The Hawks scored on their first 5 offensive possessions against El Paso Franklin. Running back Micah Gutierrez had 4 first-half touchdowns as the Hawks pick up their second straight win, 49-21. St. Michael's and Capital provided some of the best drama of the week. The Horsemen trailed in the 4th, but Cole Sandoval scored with less than a minute to go and pulled out the victory, 28-24. For St. Michael's, it's their 16th straight win over Capital. Sandia and Piedra Vista played a tight one up in Farmington. The Panthers took the lead late in the 3rd quarter and held on for the 14-12 win. Jal took on Tularosa, and the Panthers put up big numbers for the 2nd straight week. Jal, with a 57-7 win, they've scored 113 points so far this year. Lordsburg made the trip to Albuquerque to meet up with Manal. Jeremy Valdez had a hand in Lordsburg's first 3 first-quarter touchdowns with a pair of rushing scores and a passing TD too. Lordsburg with a shutout, 54-0. Los Lunas went on the road to Alamogordo, and the Tigers beat the Tigers. The defending state champs picked up their 2nd straight win in Class 6A. Los Lunas over Alamogordo, 43-30. Speaking of defending state champs, Eunice played their home opener against Estancia, and the Cardinals beat the Bears 41-12. Bloomfield is off to a perfect start. This past week, the Bobcats took down Pewaukee 56-6. Ryan Sharp had another 4 TD tosses. Bloomfield has scored 117 points in the first 2 weeks. Another quarterback with some solid numbers so far, CJ Perea of West Las Vegas. He threw for 354 yards and 3 touchdowns in their 48-14 win over Dexter last week. The Dons host Portales this week. Portales hosted Ruidoso, and the Rams never trailed, building up a 20-point lead by the 4th quarter and getting the win over Ruidoso 26-14. Gateway Christian knows how to put up points. Last year's 6-man state champ has outscored the competition 109-0. Gateway Christian shut out Carrizozo last week 52-0. On Saturday afternoon, El Dorado hosted Rio Rancho. The Rams never trailed and had 5 different players score a touchdown, including Mikey Wood, who held off a couple Eagles to make his way to the end zone. Rio Rancho gets win number 1, 34-17. Albuquerque Academy met up with Moriarty. The Chargers scored on their first offensive series. A.J. Rivera to Kellen Garris, a touchdown combination for the 2nd week in a row. Chargers never trailed and win their 2nd straight by a score of 20-7. On Thursday, first-year program Legacy Academy played their home opener at Manal School against Fort Sumner House. The Foxes spoiled the party for the Silverbacks. Senior Saul Marquez got the scoring started just a couple plays into the game. There was even more after that as Fort Sumner House posted the shutout 52-0. Berlin had a blowout of their own on Thursday. The Eagles earned win number 1 on the year with a 52-0 victory over Manzano. Diego Avila rushed for 3 scores in the first quarter alone. The 1-1 Eagles are at Artesia on Friday. Highland also picked up their first win of the year. The Hornets came out with some sting, scoring 3 times early and built up a 38-0 lead at halftime over St. Pius. The Hornets beat the Sartans 38-14. Heading to the break, let's check out the latest MaxPreps football polls.
Hi, I'm Mariana Marquez. I'm from Volcano Vista High School, and we'll be back with more game time after this.
We wanted to take this opportunity to remind you, if you haven't already, make sure to download the NMAA 24/7 app. It's free, and free is cheap. Chances are likely you have a phone in your possession right now, so go to the App Store or Google Play and download the free NMAA 24/7 app. It's the best place to find schedules, scores, highlights, and follow your school all year. And here's the best part, we will have giveaways all throughout the year. You will be registered to win just by downloading the app and signing up. We will have prizes from Dick's Sporting Goods, Dion, Sonic, tournament pass giveaways, free tickets, and much more. You like free stuff? Then download the NMAA 24/7 app. The best place to find tournament brackets? The NMAA 24/7 app. The easiest way to find out when your team is playing next? The NMAA 24/7 app. Where can you go to find out the final score you're looking for? The NMAA 24/7 app. It's all in one place. The NMAA 24/7 app. So go to the App Store or Google Play and download the free NMAA 24/7 app. Do you love sports? Do you want a front row seat for exciting high school sports action in New Mexico? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then becoming an interscholastic sports official may be right for you. The New Mexico Officials Association is looking for individuals age 15 years or older to serve as officials in 10 different sports. No experience is necessary and training is provided. If you're interested, call 505-923-3110. That's 505-923-3110, or go to the website nmact.org and click on the Officials tab. Welcome back to Game Time. It's hard to believe we are already in week 3 of the high school football season. The Clovis Wildcats are still looking for their first win of the year. Clovis has a new head coach, a new offense, and a new district. Clovis High School has won 13 state football titles, but they haven't lifted the blue trophy in more than 20 years.
He had the 2001 state trophy sitting on his desk when I walked in to meet him, you know what I mean? So I understand there's pressure.
New Mexico native Andrew McCraw replaces Cal Fullerton as the Wildcats head coach this year. He was at Berlin last season, but left after just 1 year. McCraw explained in just 2 words his reason for taking the Wildcats job.
It's Clovis, you know what I mean? Definitely a school, something like that with a great tradition, you know. I'm from Lovington, you know what I mean? I love playing football at Lovington, and these kids, you can tell they love being Wildcats. So when you see some kids like that, it's really exciting, and you know, it's great support. It's all those things you want in a job.
McCraw brings a new style of offense to Clovis, with more of an emphasis on the running game.
They've been a team that throws the ball a little more. You know, I'm a big flex bone option guy. You know, that's what I've kind of cut my teeth with in my coaching career, and we've been really successful doing that kind of thing. So I think our kids fit that system really well, and once we kind of figure it out, I think we got a chance to be really, really good.
It's really exciting. It really is. It's a whole new, different offensive scheme. Like you said, we passed a lot more, but it's really exciting.
How would the players describe their head coach?
I think one of the kids the other day called me very passionate. So, I'm not afraid to tell a kid when they screwed up, but I'm also not afraid to tell a kid when they did something well. And you know, you got to love them up. I think Bruce Arians says, coach them hard and love them after. And I'm definitely a coach them hard kind of guy, you know. But like I said, these kids, they work real hard, so it's easy to be excited when they do good too. You know what I mean?
He's a really good coach. He pushes us. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. Coach Cal pushed us a lot too, but he pushes us as well.
He pushes us hard, just as Coach Cal did. He's very big on winning. We like that, but he expects us to work hard, so I like that a lot.
I want to be a team that's known that we play really, really hard. You know, we want to give great effort. We want to be tough. You know, but nothing's tougher than a Clovis Wildcat. That's a saying I love here, and so I would definitely want that saying to be true about our football team.
Besides a new head coach and a new offense, Clovis has a new district. The Wildcats are in a district this year with Albuquerque, Capital, Santa Fe, and Los Lunas. The Clovis Wildcats will play their home opener this week against Randall, a team out of Amarillo, Texas. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Game Time. Be sure to tune in each week as we travel all around the state and talk to different programs. Next week, we're going to be talking some volleyball, along with football and other fall sports. We'll see you next time on Game Time.